So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on a summery, get that glow, beachy, bronzy kind of look. Yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a moisturizer, and my favorite moisturizer to use right now, which has also really helped me clear up my skin, is Shea Moisture Problem Skin Moisturizer with tamarind and tea tree oil. Now, the primer that I love and have been using for a really long time that I'm now out of because I love it so much is Too Faced Hangover RX. So I mix Hangover RX with Baby Skin by Maybelline. Now that my skin feels moisturized and ready to go, I'm going to use this foundation I just got, which I love, Tarte's Amazonian Clay line. And honestly, with foundation, I just use my fingers most of the time. I've never been a foundation brush person, although this is kind of thicker. I honestly just spread it. After that, I use these concealers, which I do like a lot. Bareminerals, their Bareskin line, and also their Stroke of Light for just a little bit of lightening power. I also put concealer on my eyelid because it can act as a primer and because my eyelid tends to just be red and discolored. And then I'm gonna use my beauty blender, which is actually not a beauty blender. It's a fake beauty blender, but you know, it works just as good. I'm gonna put all the products that I'm using today in my bio. Or not in my bio, in the link below the video. You can find it. I'm gonna be using Ish Contour Kit. I don't really use the blush in this as much because it's a little too strong for me, but I do really like the bronzers. Gonna be using this tilted bronzer brush. So I'm just gonna dab on the front and swipe across both of them on the sides, and then swipe and buff it in. I'm just gonna kind of repeat that till I get the desired effect. And then what I like to do for just general contouring is go in a 3 formation here and then down across the jawline. Swipe. And then I also just like to get the tip of this and go over my nose just a little bit and then take the slanted part. And then also with the bronzer, I always drag it on like this section here because it creates that, you know, I just went in the sun for an hour look. Because whenever you get sunburnt and get some sun on your face, you do naturally get burnt right there. So I try to fake that a little bit when we don't have time to take a beach vacation. I'm gonna do some blush with my Stipple-ish brush. This baby has held up for a good long time, a couple years. My favorite blushes are probably gonna be Tarte's Amazonian Clay stuff. This is in Dazzled. So I'm just gonna, around here, and you really don't have to worry about getting too much product on this because it's pretty compact. You put it on the apple of my cheeks, and with this, I'm gonna swipe to the side, swipe to the right, and I'm gonna do it again, going up here to get that kind of sun-baked look. I forgot about this. I'm gonna be doing some under eye concealer. I love Erase Paste by Benefit. I've had this stuff for a really long time, and it works good to camouflage blemishes as well, but I really like it for under eyes. I usually use my finger because it really helps to melt it into your skin. You can also use a concealer brush though. And what I do is I want to do it where you go down, straight, with that, and then back up in a triangle motion, triangle shape, and fill it in everywhere in there. I also want to drag it up across the eyelid, so I just want to be brightening everywhere that surrounds my eye. I'm gonna put just a tad of, because I'm not usually super oily, just a tad of powder. This is Hello Flawless by Benefit. I like this stuff a lot. It really does have good coverage, but I usually only put it on my eyes. Just really dab it on there. So what I use for highlighter is Nars. Forgive me if I say this name wrong. Oh gosh, Copacabana. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, love this stuff. It has lasted me for forever. I've had it for years and years. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smile, and the light naturally hits the top of my cheek, and I'm just gonna kind of drag that out and up, kind of like in an L, sideways, upside down L. And I'm gonna take 2 fingers, circular tapping motions and dabbing motions. I just really had to do that. Alright, once I do that, I'm gonna add a little extra right under my lips, on the tip of my nose, and right here on the bridge, upper bridge of my nose. So next, to really finish off the highlighting, I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown Brightening Finishing Powder, which I really love. It's really pretty iridescent colors. Just going to use this little brush, and with this stuff, really get a lot on there. I'm going to go over my eyes, really everywhere on my face. Gonna pay a little extra attention to the cheekbone area, following that L movement, but really just gonna go everywhere. I'm going to now be doing some little extra bronzing stuff, but you really have to be careful with this stuff because the shimmer can overtake your face because it is powerful shimmer. So this is ID Bareminerals. It's called A Little Sun. I would call it a lot of sun, but it's great. I love this stuff. I'm again gonna use this kind of stippling brush. I'm gonna dip it in, kind of, I'm gonna make sure to get it off. You can probably see how much stuff is already on there. And gonna really lightly brush, slightly brush pretty quickly against the nose, across here. Very lightly. It can really complete that summery look, and I love it. It really does look great. Next, I'm going to be doing just a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. I've had this palette for a while, and I do really like it a lot. It has some very pretty colors. Alright, just going to be using an eyeshadow brush. I'm going to start off with, I cannot read it. I'm going to start off with Strange. I'm going to start off with Strange right here. The first color, just very basic nude color to really, going to concentrate on my highlight, or my teardrop inner corner there. And I'm really just going to go over everywhere, especially the brow bone. Just get it everywhere so I can start off with a nice clean slate. And then next I'm gonna go with the second shimmery color, which I'm sorry, oh, it's called Dust. Sorry, this is really faded. It's that color right there, called Dust. Dab that. I'm gonna do a little bit on my brow bone. 2. Inner corner of the eye, so that's where you want it to be brightest. And I'm going to dust a little bit on the lid. Now, For the crease, I'm going to be using Nooner, which is right there. And I'm going to get both sides of the brush covered. So when I go in the crease, everything is colored. Go really deep in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer. I cannot read this one, I'm sorry, it's just too far gone. But it's kind of a purpley, shimmery, nude, pinky color. Ha! There you go. Now, for eyeliner, I'm just going to be using a really basic eyeliner stick. I normally prefer gel all the way, although I'm not crazy on eyeliner every day. But this is really good for a smoky eye. It is, you can't read this one either. I believe it's by Maybelline. It's just a basic eyeliner in brown. For more of that smoky, natural look, I prefer to use brown. Just gonna get it into my lashes and kind of smudge it with my finger. As you can see, fingers are a very valuable tool here. They're free. Work quite well, actually. After I've done that, I'm going to curl my eyelashes because I always have to curl my eyelashes. It just looks so much better. My eyelashes have grown in length so much over the years, y'all, and it is because I have basically dedicated my life, not really, but kind of, to getting longer lashes ever since like middle school, because my lashes were so short and stubby, and I hated them. I would just stare at those girls all day long, or boys, because for some reason boys are just blessed with longer lashes most of the time. Don't know who thought that was a good idea, but whatever. But yeah, I can make another video on all my lash stuff that I've done to get mine longer over the years. If y'all want, comment below if you're interested. Next up, I'm going to be using, you can't really see this either, but the top looks like this. It is ICONOCLAST by Butter London. I love this mascara, guys. It is so great. Here's the end of it. It's kind of curved, and then it has that ball to really help you get your lashes defined. So, I'm gonna wiggle in and then go over the tops with the ball on the end to really define it. This really helps to open up your eyes. See the difference? It's great. For my bottom lashes, I'm actually going to be using a brown mascara. It's Super Size Fibers by CoverGirl, and it's just mainly because the brush looks like this. So much easier to reach those tiny little lashes, and also I like that it's brown on the bottom because first of all, it matches my eyeliner and it just provides a softer look on the bottom. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna kind of touch up the top. And now moving on to lipstick, which I love. My new favorite right now is by Bobbi Brown. I'm wearing it like every day. It is Lip Shimmer Rouge à Lèvres Iris. I tried to do a French accent right now and that really did not work. Kind of dab again. I promise I will not do that dance move again. So here's the look. I hope you guys really like it, and I hope that you guys click the like button, subscribe, comment, whatever, like this video, watch this video. I have no idea, but just thank you for watching to the end of this video anyways, and I hope that you keep on watching, keep on following along. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon. Alright, bye.